Oh shit. That's not a very good start, is it? Hiya. Welcome back to the Tally Ho channel. Just thought I'd do a quick reaction. As not very many people know that I like football and Man City is my club. Just had a look and it looks like we might be getting into the round of 16. I know it's a bit preemptive strike, and obviously Atalanta, Dinamo Zagreb, and I can't remember the third. I think it might be. I think it's Zagreb. Might be an easy one for us. So like, I actually can't not see us topping that group. Sorry if I look a bit tired. It's just because I finished the night shift, and if I'm not looking into the lens, it's because I'm filming on my phone, and for some strange reason I can't help but look at myself. So yeah, I know it's not really what usually goes on this channel. Well, nothing really usually goes on this channel. Well, I thought I'd talk about it and see if I could get someone else's opinion. Obviously, if you're not a Man City fan, feel free to throw the occasional jib. We know they're the best team in the land, so you don't become the best team by not winning 3 out of 4 available trophies. Yeah, we didn't win the Champions League because UEFA hates us, but yeah, it's just as simple as that, really. I think because we've got a pretty, I'm not going to say easy, because no, it's the Champions League. Every team deserves to be there, so that's the thing. That's just the backup plan, just in case we don't get it. If we get another treble, well, I would be bothered. The old Big Ears is literally the only trophy I want to see my club lift. We've had enough Premier League. Well, we've had enough Premier Leagues now. Just toss that aside to Liverpool. FA Cup, I'm pretty sure Arsenal could do with another one, and EFL, just, I don't know, give it a championship team or something. They're the only teams that seem to take it seriously. I mean, I'm from Derby myself, and they absolutely go coconuts over it. And the fact that they just lost 3-0 to their bitter rivals Nottingham Forest, they're not very happy, because everyone loves a good cup run. You get to play the big boys. But when you are the big boys, sorry, when you are the big boys, there's not really anyone to play. Except when you go to Europe, play someone semi-decent and you lose. Because, yeah, that's not going to happen this year. I don't think we're going to win it, because I think if Eden Hazard gets rolling at Real Madrid and João Felix fires on all pistons for Atletico, Messi doesn't retire, then obviously Spain has quite a high chance. I've not really followed any German football. I know the standing in Italy has gone right down. I mean, Inter Milan has signed Lukaku, who, yeah, he scored on his debut, but his first touch is still that of a donkey. And have they already loaned? I don't know if the news has broken yet, but apparently they're trying to loan Sanchez at the same time. So Inter Milan is just where rejected Man United players go. Apparently in that Sanchez deal, I'm not too sure, because I think I've just read it somewhere online. Well, apparently in that Sanchez deal, Man United still have to pay over 2/3 of his wages because he's on so much, and Inter Milan aren't that keen. And I think it's quite funny as well, because all this news of the Man United players going to Inter Milan, those are the 2 very specific players that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said he was going to use. You'd see them a lot more, and a week later they're going. I think I'm not saying that Man City don't have a chance of winning the Champions League. I mean, everyone that's in it has a chance of winning the Champions League. It's just that Pep has said himself that he's not going to prioritise winning the Champions League. I mean, he said it's 8 games. Well, if you complete 2 legs is 1. Yeah, it's 8 games to win a trophy. But he was hired to win that trophy. He wasn't hired to win the Premier League, and he definitely wasn't hired to win the FA Cup. And he definitely wasn't hired to win the EFL, because otherwise we would have just kept Mancini or Pellegrini or, I don't know, who else? We would have just got someone shit like Steve Bruce. No offence, Newcastle fans. But it's not. It's not to win these domestic competitions, and the fact that Pep's force, it is an incredible achievement. But there's a reason why no one's done it before, because the FA Cup nowadays is that, well, let's just admit it, it's training ground for the big clubs, and for the little clubs it actually still means something. But because they're little clubs, they don't have a big enough voice. I watched a bloke called Esteem Company, and I agree with him that I prefer the EFL more, mainly because that's the Man City Cup. Right, to win that one. If we don't win anything, we win the EFL Cup. But it's not because I like it, because I like it for 2 reasons. I like it because people don't respect the cup competitions, like I've just been saying, and they should. I mean, Spurs haven't won a trophy in my lifetime, I'm assuming. I'm 27 now. Arsenal, they could do with a couple more. I mean, yeah, they used to be amazing, they used to be incredible and all that sort of stuff. And then you see teams just throwing out kids towards competitions, disrespecting the audacity. Yeah, obviously, the reason why clubs don't put that much into it is because the prizes. It's not just the trophy. When it comes down to football, money is everything. Man City have pretty much unlimited money, so therefore they can afford to throw whatever. But the prize is only about $1.5 million for the FA Cup, which for a little club, which is the main reason. And until like the last 16, like the main reason why people get enjoyment. I mean, so there's always a giant killer. That's my favourite part. There's always a giant killer, and then just people don't pay it enough respect. I mean, it's obviously never gonna happen, and this is probably the stupidest thing I'm ever gonna say, but I think if you get into the round of 16, so like the one before the quarters, and you're not in the top 2 league, so you're not in the Championship and you're not in the Premier League, you should get a lot. You should get the mill, like, and then just leave it to it. Just give it the lowest team from that point, because the Premier League clubs aren't going to want to do anything with it. You know, they'll probably fund one of their players' wages for 6 months. But these little clubs, like, I don't know, take Bury for instance. They've just gone into liquidation. They no longer exist because they couldn't afford the payments to pay to EFL, and they were in League 2. They've been relegated out. They are no longer a club. I think the payment was somewhere around $1 million. Probably 2 million. I don't know. They get TV money and all that sort of stuff, but not for League 2. Vanarama National League gets more coverage than League 2. So that's saying something. BT, put your fingers in your pockets and pay these clubs, because money doesn't grow on trees. It's the foundation and backbone of football, and unfortunately, due to all the old men and the people that absolutely despise Man City, they don't realise that money is the foundation to all football. Man City get ripped off a lot, but we buy players for reasons. I don't know. We've got 2 squads now. An A and a B team. Could quite easily do the Barcelona B thing with a Man City B thing. I don't know. Yeah, I know I've not really said much. I've been scratching myself because I'm really itchy because I've been sweating from work. And I get prickly heat, whatever that, if that's what it is actually called. So yeah, I'm gonna say and do all that. Like, I'm not really used to being in videos of my own. Big shout out to Daniel again on K Station. Rapiga channel. Anyone else? Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think about Man City. You can say the shit. You'd be wrong. You could say the shit. Tell me who your favourite football team is. Tell me what you like most about them. Tell me the reason why you support them. The reason why I support Man City is I didn't actually like football until I was about 14. I was more of a rugby person. And when my mates were saying, "Oh, I'm a Manchester United fan. I'm a Liverpool fan," I wanted one in between, and I knew Everton was shit, so I chose Man City, and I've been a loyal supporter ever since. If you rewind time, you realise that that's slightly before the financial takeover, so I am actually a true fan. So yeah, let me know what your favourite teams are. Obviously, this is going out and probably post it on my Facebook. The majority of you are going to say Derby or Nottingham or someone else. So Liverpool, obviously, because Scousers are everywhere. And yeah, that's been this video. It's currently on 12.5 minutes, so I'm going to edit that down. Because I've got free software on my phone. Okay, Talio.